questions?
Pre-game, you talked about holding them off the offensive boards and not turning the ball over, and still got the win, even though you didn't do either one of those things.
It's hard to win games in this league. It's doubly hard when you got to beat two teams. But, I just thought our defense was outstanding. They made some tough shots, and they got some second shots. But our half-court defense against their half-court offense was a difference, especially down the stretch. Credit Chicago. That's collectively that's the best offensive rebound. There may be some we may play someone better, I don't know, but that's the best offensive rebounding team that I've seen. And they do a great job of going after their missed shots. But that was a toughness win. I have great respect for Tom Thibodeau. I have great respect for Chicago Bulls. So for us to grind out a win like that against that team should give our young guys a lot of confidence.
Even with the surrendering of those offensive rebounds, it seemed like there was a concerted effort on your part to fight every time they put the shot up. Can you talk about how critical that was to only give up 17 points on 16 offensive rebounds?
Yeah, well, I don't know how many shots Omer blocked. I guess 3, but he probably changed 3 or 4 too. Sometimes statistics don't really tell the story. Greg Smith as well. Our guys, they were battling. You say, well, why can't you defensive rebound? When the shot goes up, the offense around the rebounder always has the advantage because he's watching the ball and seeing where it's bouncing, whereas the defensive player is looking for a body trying to block out. And sometimes the best defensive rebounders are guys just have the best instincts. Like Omer has great instincts, but that team has great offensive rebounding instincts. But for us to make them shoot and miss as many times as we did, it says a lot about our half-court defense, and we've been getting better. We had a huge lapse in Los Angeles on Sunday. We came back. I thought the second half against Utah, we played our system well, and then tonight again. But credit our guys. I think that was James Harden's best game he's played for us. He had a 45-point game and a 37-point game, but that was the best game he's played for us this year. His defense, his passing the ball, he had 5 steals. These guys are going to send me to an early grave for some of our just mindless, what in the world is that turnovers? But I thought he was engaged for 48 minutes. Even when he was on the bench, he was doing a great job of leading.
I mentioned you didn't put Toney Douglas in to hit the game in 3. What did that say? Or maybe you did. I don't know. How did you feel as he was rising up for that, and of what he gave you in that last?
I was upset at him. I was upset at him earlier. I got on him. I said, "Son, don't pass up those shots. You're a good shooter." There was a game recently where he was 4 for 4 for the 3. Might have been all in the first half. Was that right?
New Orleans.
Maybe New Orleans. Maybe he was 4 for 4, but you have to go with your instincts. You're not always right on that stuff. But I felt like Toney gave us our best chance to win.
Was that to match up with Nate?
Yeah, better chance, much better matchup with Nate.
If you could talk about his play down the stretch, both offensively, obviously with a big shot, but defensively, coming up with a steal, batting the ball away from the Bulls.
Yeah, Tony's not the perfect player by any means. Most people can figure out what's wrong with someone. You don't have to be real smart to do that. But I'm big on heart. I'm big on toughness. Those things I always put a huge value on. And Toney also has a short memory when it comes to mistakes. That's important. Over the course of the season, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna have some turnovers. You learn to live with them. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to succeed. Stick your neck out there. If you're a good enough player to work out, every player on our team's good enough. That's why they're in the NBA.
Is Jeremy pressing, do you think?
Probably. He's a human being. probably puts a little more pressure on himself than he needs to. But we support him. You know, I'm not changing the starting lineup. That's not going to happen. He's going to run out there against New York, and one of these games he's going to just break through. And I'll have the biggest grin in the room when he does. So Jeremy's a good player. He did some good things tonight. You know, we support our guys and empower them to play to the best of their abilities. You're not always going to have it every night. So you know, tonight Toney helped us, but the next game could easily be Jeremy.
Anything else? Okay, thanks.